Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Everything on there should work out perfectly. This over this side, this is going to be a bit different. So the next big task that I want to do, I'm going to go to there a second, and I've got 1 million ore, but I don't have the facilities to change that into iron plate or steel plate. But what I want is chest. Right there. I've got some active. I got a few buffers. I got a few storage. And that's it. So I don't... The others, they're not being made yet. But that's largely down to a severe lack of other stuff. And most of that, I think, is down to a severe lack of iron plates. We just don't have the iron plates. And we don't have the iron plates because we don't have the other stuff being placed down. Those are on their way. We've got a whole load of chests here. Those are on their way. More chests over there. On their way. All chests on their way. That's the big thing with this. Chests on their way, but they're not doing anything else. I can't get these chests really getting kick-started because I don't have any way to get the materials from there into there to start actually manufacturing the chests. So that's another thing that we've got to work on. And I can do that easy enough. I don't know why I haven't been doing this. I need to make up a few more of these like this. 1, 2, there we go. That'll keep them going just for a minute. And then my robots are going to go out. They're going to start placing these down, which means that already, look at this. Look, see, I've instantly started making a whole load of passive provider chests over here. I've got a big lot of these chests are already being made. I've got several of those factories now making those up, which is absolutely fantastic. I got 9 spare now, just sitting on me, which means this square here is actually doing really well. And I can grab a few more of these like this. It's the electronic circuits that I'm mostly waiting on, so I can build up a few of these. If we have a look over this side down here, this one is working, but we're waiting on the green circuits. Green circuits are mostly being... copper is no longer a problem. Copper is not an issue. Everything is down to an iron shortage. Every single thing in the base is down to an iron shortage. And the main reason that we've got this massive, massive iron shortage that we're trying to deal with is not to do with us. It's everything to do with... Ooh, look at all these chests going down here. Look, we've suddenly just had a great big long tail of them all go rushing out. Yeah, we've got the iron shortage. It's not just down to us and the things that we're making. It's down to the robots, right? These robots, well, I'm constantly producing a huge quantity of robots. I've got most of them in the system, but I haven't got all of them in the system yet. There are a number of robots here that still haven't yet made it into roboports in places. I've got a few over there, a few over here. I got quite a few down through there that haven't yet made it, and... Oh, there's another big lot up... Okay, there's a load of them up there. So we've got a lot of robots that still haven't actually filtered in just yet. I have 770,000 robots in the system right now, and I've got a further 209,000 robots waiting to be pushed in. 770, there's actually 770, almost 771, so that we could safely push up to, what are we on, 771 on there. Alright, call it another 210, so there's 780, 980,000. We need another 20,000 robots, and we have actually got every single robot that we want. Just 20,000 more, and we will actually hit the target of 1 million robots. But yeah, I'm not really sure. 1 million robots? That's a good start. It's definitely a good start, and we've got 770,000, so we're only 200,000 away from filling up the entire system. But getting these actually flying in the air, that is going to be a massive challenge on top of what we're already doing. And that is also going... Like, the bit I'm not sure about is the frame rate. Like, when I loaded up this particular recording session, it took over 10 minutes to get from the loading screen when I first pressed load game to actually getting into the game. Over 10 minutes to figure out where all the robots were going. I thought it wasn't going to work at all. It does work. It's been getting longer and longer. The more robots I have, the longer it's been taking to actually like get properly into the system. So it does work. It's just taking a very long time. So I dread to think what it's going to be like when we've actually got 1 million robots in the air. It's going to take quite a substantial amount. I'll make up a few more of these. Another little set of stack inserters in here. I've got enough of the green circuit. I've got a few green circuits sort of heading towards me. It's slow going, the green circuits heading towards me, but they get here eventually. I've also got several of these. But all of the factories now, they've now decided that we don't need any more of the their productivity modules. They've now decided they don't need the productivity modules on there. They're all finished with, so we don't need to concern ourselves with them. These stack inserters, sorry. I've got most of those now all the way through. Wait a minute. I thought I'd already gone through and changed the system on here. I got 20 of those right there. Let me go with that one there. These should not be. These should be swapped over. They should be blue ones all the way through. So I will swap them for blue ones. Because I've got blue ones, I can put all of them down. Right, there's my robots have gone and put blue ones down where they're supposed to be. And then I want a set of blue ones. Oh, wait a minute. Have I got enough? I've only got 9 here. I need to just wait a second so that you know what? It'd be better if I just made my own. Because I don't know if I'm going to have very many being brought over to me for a second. I suppose actually there will be a few being brought over. If I make... I'll make a few more anyway, because we're running a little bit low on those in the system. Let me go... No, not like that. And then... Here, upgrade planner. What are you... Right, I've got more than 11. As long as I've got more than 11, I can upgrade another line on here. So I do that. Wait, why did... What? Upgrade. There. Why didn't it do... I just did it, and it didn't run the upgrade. Okay. Not sure why. I know we are very laggy as well, so that may have had something to do with it. And then I want to have... No, I didn't actually mean to do that. I want to take this. I've only got 8 of those just for a second, so I'm going to wait a little bit. I've got a few there. I just see there's some coming in. As long as I want to get 11 of them. There, I've now got 13. That is plenty. I can run in there... Upgrade that lot. My own robots will run out and swap them over, which gives me more stack inserters. The more stack inserters I can get hold of, the better. I've now got 28 of those bad boys. Then we can run over to this side. They're going to go and drop a few down. Look, see? Instantly. Going to throw in a few of them down. And I can go back through, and we can do another set of upgrades. Like this. Make sure. Okay, I've got 32 stack inserters, regular inserters now. That should be enough to be able to do all I want to do. So I will swap them over. I've now got 20. I want another one. Let me do another 5. Oh, no, now I have got plenty. The robots have brought me more. Never fail, do they? The robots, they just keep going. They just keep going. They're like Duracell bunnies. They never stop. They just keep going and going and going and going without ever giving up. They're absolutely wonderful. Okay, we've got that little lot in here, and then I can take one more little lot down there and swap those over. That gives me a load more stack inserters. I've also got a whole load of chests down here, and if I zoom out a bit, this over this side is... These here, we've got everything in place. And then if we look down here, what have we not got in place on here? It is stack inserters. This is where we need stack inserters, is on those sets of iron. Now, I've got everything on there. Those are all now fully operational all the way through. I've got all the stack inserters in there. I had everything that I could possibly want. So I will just make a few more of these. There's another 5. That's as many as I can make for a second. I've got robots trying to catch me up here with some new tasty ingredients. So I'll grab them. And I want to stay away from the steel just a little bit. I want to make sure that I don't get too close to, well, those bits of steel there, they've actually got everything in already. So what I want to do is I want to avoid going any closer to the steel a bit further down. I want to get over to this side to where the iron is. That's flying robot frames right there. Don't care about them. It's right here. Yes, it's these down here. This is the ones that we want. So I want to get over to the middle of this section over here, and then I want to head south. And from there, we should be able to put out just a few of the stack inserters into the middle there. I've got a whole load of, well, let's say a whole load. Just a small handful of stack inserters that I was holding on me. They are just being dropped down there, and that means that they're going to start activating already and getting things going in the furnaces, which is good. And then we're going to start getting a little bit more ore being brought down as well, and they're going to be using that. It's now slowed down and stopped. That little bit of ore has already helped. It's not made like a massive difference, but it has made a tiny difference. We've got fast inserters there. Haven't got any more of them. I kind of need to hang around yet. I think we will hang around on there, and we'll do some more work via the map. Now, up over this side, what have we got? We've now got the roboports sort of engaged up over on this bit, which means that I've got a patch of almost 1 billion ore on there. We've got a whole island here that is now uncovered. And heading down this way, this is all uncovered as well. I haven't got another patch of 1 billion ore just yet, which is disappointing, to say the least. I'd like to have a full patch of 1 billion if I could get it. We've got our roboport out over here now. That one is ready and raring to go. It's just charging up. So we're going to go robo radar onto here, and we're going to dump down an extra one onto there. And then I'm going to take that, and I copy that onto there. And if I do that once more, where did that pattern go? It's on here already somewhere. Way over there. Yeah. Do that. And that has now put requests in for that all the way across. We've got landfill requested all the way across here as well. I've got roboports that have been placed down here. We've got electric poles coming in over here that are going to be placed down. We've got more landfill that is going to be placed down over here. So we've got our land bridge going all the way across this bit. We've also got that over there. Now, I'm going to do an extra demand for radars and roboports and everything to go all the way around this bit. So I'll put that one into there, and then we can come all the way up, and we can drop in another bit like that. I go right up to that piece there and drop out again. And then I can go over to this side. Put them in. It's not going to be much more. Just that there, I should say. That should then be enough. That will also get that bit there. We've got all of this now is covered. And then the only other bit to cover is going to be this over here. So I will also get that bit going. I will run you over to there, and I'll drop that on there like that. I've got other bits of roboport in here. Now that we've got that landfill covered, so I can bring you over this way and drop that on there like that, as well as we've got the roboports down here. They can be filled in. So I've got quite a lot of like extra bits just to go in over here and like fill in the rest of these gaps over on this side. There. That's going to fill in those gaps. It's going to fill in that bit up there. And then we're going to start heading up here, so this can then also be filled in. That's going to help us out. And it's more iron. We want to be able to get more things down onto more iron down over here. Because like this over here, I got 99 in that one. 100 in that chest. Over here, I got 1,500 in that chest. This one is 2,400, and I've got a pickup request for 88. Not very many, being picked up over there. Now, at present, we're on 855,000 robots total. We've got 439,000 robots spare, which means that we've actually now got over 400,000 robots in the air, which is quite impressive, actually. We're getting a lot more robots in the air, which means that we're getting a lot more requests coming through. So we're getting more... It's because we're getting more of the chests actually working. Now that more of the chests are working and more of the other bits are working as well, like we've got all of these going, because these are up and running, we're then able to go and put down the chests everywhere that they've got to go. We've got all the requested chests over here, and we've got a boatload of passive provider chests. So with all of them being done, we've got these chests, they're all done, which means that we've got massive amounts of ore on its way over. I've also got all of these. These chests have now been put in. So I'm just waiting on lots and lots of stack inserters. The stack inserters are kind of the big thing at the moment. I could make... Well, see, I could manufacture a few more stack inserters by hand. That would help things along. But what we really want is we want this to sort of move along a little bit and push that one skywards just a little tiny bit faster if we can. So I'm not going to worry about that one for a minute. I am going to look out over here. We've got these are being forced into the system. Over this side, we've got that lot there all being forced into the system, and we got a lot of robots queuing up out over there. And then over this side is where it's going to get really bad. We've got all the robots queuing up down there. Once this lot is all fully put into place... You know, I could actually start clearing some of this. I think we can start working on clearing a little bit of this as well. So if I go up there like that and I come down here, there's 30,000 trees that we're going to remove out of the way over that patch right there. And then I got another patch over here where I'm going to remove a similar quantity of trees. I'm not quite sure how far out this one goes, so I will do it like that. Another 30,000 trees there. It does overlap a little bit. That's going to remove most of the trees off of these sections, which should make it a lot easier to go and put down a similar kind of thing to what we got on these patches. That patch there is similar size to that patch there. So what I will probably do is I will simply copy and paste that. I might copy and paste this one and drop that down onto that patch on there, which should get me that iron patch right there in the middle. That's the bit that I'm kind of hoping for. Is I get that iron bit copied in the middle. Not the iron bit, the belt. I got one belt on its way over. There's one more belt on its way over, and that will just finish that bit off. But look over here, I got 800 there. And there's no request for it. 1,500, no request. 1,400, no request. We need to get more requests. The best way to do this is going to be to have push chests in the system. Now, I'm not going to go putting any push chests into the system just yet. I need more roboports. Excuse me. Not more roboports. I need more robots in the system first. Once we've got a lot more robots in the system, then we can start changing things around. Now, right now, I have got 5,000 construction bots on the way over. There's going to be a lot more. They will get here eventually. It does take them a little bit of time. We know that. So they will slowly get themselves up in the air and get themselves going. This is also slowly getting itself going as well. We've got most of these pipes now done, and thus working its way through the system. This is working its way through as well. Push chests are going to be the answer, I think. They are absolutely 100% going to be the answer to all of our prayers and everything else as well. Now, there's nothing really that I can do up here. Alright, I'm requesting 5,000 green circuits to come into here, and there are none. There are absolutely no green circuits, because we've got such a shortage of iron in this whole system. Everywhere we go, iron is the big shortage. We just don't have it anywhere. So I'm going to come over here. I've got all of the productivity modules. They've all been placed down. Right? Oh no, the lower lot. Okay, let's just keep moving down through here. I want to get all of the productivity modules at least. There's my robots that are going out. They're going to start putting down some of these productivity modules through onto these. So that will help. That's going to get us just a tiny little bit extra in the way of iron, because it just gives us a little bit extra when it's working its way through. What we don't have still is the stack inserters, and we need lots of them. Still none of them. The more stack inserters I can get going on here, the better. And what have I got in there? I got like 68. I got 932 on the way. This is why I've got so many robots in here. I got 410,000 because I've got this massive instant request. Of course, the other way of dealing with that is, without a doubt, going to be swapping all of these chests over out this side for push chests, which I kind of don't want to do yet until I've got the full million. Because like, at the moment we're on 13 frames a second, and it's getting pretty painful. That million, I get the feeling that it's just going to kill it. Like, there's no in-between, there's no ifs, buts, or maybes. Like, 1 million robots, everything is just going to die. That's going to be it. It's going to be game over. We're not going to be able to do it. We're going to get to, like, 750,000 robots in the air, and it's just going to go flip. Can't be bothered. I don't want to do this anymore, and that will be the end of it. I mean, yes, I don't actually want it to do that. I've got no desire for it to do that at all, but, well, we know what this game is like. It's rather unforgiving. Why are you going all the way up there? Like, seriously. And it won't do another one beside it. The next one will be this one over here, or something like that. Like, it's got a very weird way of deciding who gets what bits when you're making a stack of items. I mean, at least we're getting some of these stack inserters going out, which means that we're getting some of these working, which means that we're getting some of the iron plates being made. Oh, excuse me, I am so sorry. That's kind of what we're waiting on here, is more iron plates being made. And the more iron plates that get put out, the more stack inserters that get put out, the more iron plates that will get made, which will slowly start to speed everything up. It's just going to take a while. It is just going to take a very, very big, long while to slowly speed everything up to the full rate that we need it to. Now, what have I got at the moment? Nothing now. I got 9 more of those being made. So we've got a few extra of these in here. I'm so tempted to just go and change things around right now and start upgrading so that we've got push chests all the way over here. I don't think that would be a good idea, though. Ooh, I know what we can do. I know what we can do, just for a second. We can take a peek. We can take a peek at just how bad things are already getting. So we want to go to show logistic robots on map, like that. And then we want to zoom out a little bit. And this is how bad things are getting. That's construction robots. Over here... Ow! Oh, wow. That is insane. That's not construction robots. That's logistics robots, and a massive surge of them going over to go and get the materials from all of the chests that have suddenly been put down on all of those squares. And they're still pouring out over there. This is nuts with 10 frames on this. And this is just standard now. Look at this. This is why I didn't want to have robot highways going all the way out here. I mean, originally, yes, robot highways are the answer. But for this, not having them is definitely... This is amazing. This is genuinely amazing. And yes, we do need to have some kind of assistance coming across here, which is why I'm building a network across here of robot highways. Not highways, just a connection for robots going through here. It's going to help us out just a little bit. But let's be honest, anything traveling through this is going to take a while because there's long queues and everything is moving insanely slowly. So, yeah, that's anything traveling through that is going to take a while. Let's not worry about it for a minute. We'll leave that out just for a second, and we'll let this speed all the way up to dizzying speed of 13 frames. And now I've got a few more electronic circuits coming towards me. I can make a few more stack inserters. Let's make as many as I can, like that. Get a few more of them being put down, which is going to get more logistics robots moving. 866. We've got 144 to go. How many have I got in storage? I got 116 in storage. We're not far off. We're not far off our full million. I mean, we will get there. We will absolutely get there. It's just going to take a little bit of time to do that. So what else do I want to do? What else do I want to do just for a minute? I mean, we've got all of these requests, and we're waiting on stack inserters. Stack inserters, the reason we're not getting stack inserters at the moment is because of a lack of materials coming in. And that is the green circuits and the red circuits. I think it's mostly a shortage of green circuits. I mean, we can have a look at the production statistics over here. We're using... Production is 1,300 and consumption is 1,000. 12,000 per minute, 15,000 per minute. 2,200, but then you got a job to tell with these, right? I guess it's really demand. Like, what's the total demand on it? And that one's a little bit more difficult to fathom. Because I got no real way of measuring it right now. It is kind of tricky to fathom out exactly what the total demand will be for it, as opposed to what it is right now. Now, production has potential of 65. We're only 22.7 gigawatts at the moment. So that is highly beneficial, actually. I think I will go... Well, I can only make 5 more of these for a minute, so we'll do 5 more of them. I'm torn. What do I want to do? I've got... Actually, you know what we haven't got? Like, I've got more of these up here. I've got more requests for stuff going in up here. And that's more iron. I've got those circuits around there. And I've got 2 lots of circuits there. I'm thinking what we should do is I should fill up several of these squares down here with demands for these. And that might end up helping us a little bit. I mean, yeah, really, the big problem I've got right now is that I just don't have the iron coming in for it. And the reason I don't have the iron coming in for it is in part because I just don't have the infrastructure to build the iron. And that's kind of what I'm building right now. This is what I'm trying to build right now. I'm struggling slowly to build the infrastructure for the iron. So we need to get that moving. Once I've got the infrastructure for the iron done, then we can start worrying about some of the other. But I kind of think I need to just leave this to not do anything, don't I? Is that going to be the best way to do this? I think it might be, actually. I think that might be the only way that we're really going to be able to do it. Is I've just got to leave that to carry on. Now, you up this side, this is starting to look a lot better up here. That one in there, that one will need to go. So then I can, like, put everything... Look, like, well, once these trees have been removed, I guess. And then I'll be able to have this one here. I can copy and paste and drop it down up there on the top. You know, I'm thinking I might just do that anyway. Alright, let's copy that. I copy that whole section just like that. There. Now, I don't know how accurate this is going to be to drop down onto here because of where all the roboports are. So I've got, like, one out over there. That would be, like, the best overlap to put it. Just to start off with. And then I can remove a few of the extra bits from in there and we can change things around. So we'll start off with that. I want to get rid of this bit in the middle. So I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to remove all of that out in the middle. Out to that one. And I'm going to remove that down there like that. And then I'm going to go with paste. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.